What's up everyone, V here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Bandai model kit Beskar Mandalorian from The Mandalorian. I'm so glad I get to talk about The Mandalorian because, oh my god, he's one of my all-time favorite Star Wars characters. He's so goddamn cool, love Din Djarin so much. Yeah, show's peak. Definitely some of the best Star Wars in existence. Next to the Clone Wars, of course. But yeah, this is definitely the best Disney era thing that they've dropped, Star Wars era that they've dropped. And man, so hyped for Season 3. As of dropping this video, first episode did drop, but I haven't watched it yet. So yeah, hopefully it's good, really hyped. And man, I love The Mandalorian so much. Both seasons were great. I think Season 2 is the best though. Man, that was just peak. And this is probably my favorite figure I own of The Mandalorian. And yes, it's a model kit. I know it's trippy. If you don't know what a model kit is, it's basically a figure you build. So yeah, he's not like one figure we shall see later, which just comes pre-built, pre-painted and everything. So yeah, he's got an interesting flair to him, but personally I think this is the most accurate Mando figure that I have. I only own 2. And the Black Series 1 has a lot of problems. Hopefully they make a new one. They've been milking this mold so much you think they'd make a new one. But yeah, man, I love this Mando figure. But yeah, it's a model kit. It's not my first model kit. I've built some Gundam in my day. You'll never see them because none of them are really together anymore. One of them is. One's missing a leg. The other, I think, a head. But yeah, I try to keep him pristine and together because I love this guy so much. But yeah, before we get into talking about this awesome figure, let's talk about the box because yeah, it's different. It's number one rectangle. Usually it's more like for what I review. But yeah, got a nice glam shot of Mando. Figure looks nothing like that, I might add. But yeah, you got Star Wars The Mandalorian, 1/12 scale plastic model kit, The Mandalorian Beskar armor. Words I don't understand. I'm pretty sure it probably just says The Mandalorian Beskar armor because, yeah, the Bandai made in Japan. I don't speak Japanese. I don't speak many languages. I only speak English and not very well. I tried learning Spanish, felt like every day I missed, we learned a new subject. Barely made it out of that class with a D. But yeah, on the side, another same shot of Mando, same words, Bandai. On this, lots of glam shots of the figure, again, making it look miles better than it actually is. Not to take away from the figure, but he is not that shiny. I think, might be tripping, but I think there is a more shiny version. I'm not too sure. I think I saw Fwoosh review a shiny one. Might be tripping, but this is just like bland one then, whatever all this is. Then on the side, more glam shots, things. Hopefully I'm not like leaking an IP address. Nothing on the back. And like, it's one of these, you drop it. I just want to show you real quick if you don't know. It like comes in sprues, you build it. You got numbers, instructions. Comes with an instruction booklet on how to build it. It's pretty awesome. And yeah, but the thing that tripped me out though is it comes with extra parts for a Boba Fett, but not enough to like modify Mando. So I know there's a Boba Fett one because I saw it. I didn't buy it because I didn't have any money, but I saw it once. Looked pretty cool. It'd be cool to have it. But I already have a... The only reason why I didn't buy it... I think I did have money. The reason I didn't buy it is because I have this Boba, which is just peak, and it's literally just, I think, this Boba. So, yeah. It's strange that it comes with that. And it comes with, if I can find it. There it is. It's a train. Man, it's just a staple of the channel now that every video I record, no matter what time of day it is, a train will appear. Love living next to railroad tracks. But yeah, it comes with a dreaded sticker sheet, and as you can tell, I didn't put a single one on. I hate stickers so much, I never apply them well, and especially even if they're on smooth surfaces. But look at this. This sticker is supposed to go on here. That's not going to be smooth. So I just decided, screw it. If I liked how he looked either way without the stickers, and if I desperately wanted them, I'd just paint it, and I didn't, because I don't care. I like it all as it is. Yeah. Getting all that in there. Bringing this back in. Plopping this over. Come on. Now, I think, I broke it. There we go. This isn't going to be a perfect review, because I don't know all the inner machinations of the Mando figure, because I know you can store the gun on him and something, but I did a few customization jobs to it, which I will address later in the review, and I lost one of his hands, so we'll see how that goes. But here's the instruction booklet. Get a nice shot of Mando. Again, how the hell are you gonna get a sticker on his fingers and look that clean? That's cap. That has to be painted or photoshopped. Mandalorian got just 2 random shots from Season 2. On the back, you got all those nice glam shots, all his accessories. I believe that's the hand I am missing. I think it's the hand that holds the shield, not the shield, the spear, and the darksaber. So yeah, should be interesting. They got a bunch of shots where all the stickers would go and all that. Then you open it, got a vague idea. It's kind of like Lego, except a lot more painful. But yeah, let's bring Mando in here and talk about a few of his accessories. So first off, he comes with a display base, which is weird. You just put his foot in there. I believe it goes in. Nope, it goes in like that, I believe. And it's alright. He doesn't stand in the middle, which is annoying. And it's alright. I feel like, yeah, it doesn't hold it the best. And personally, he can stand perfectly on his own. Yeah, him falling over scared the hell out of me, because he is light. He is just all hard plastic, because that's how model kits are made. So I just live in fear of breaking him. He's not like this Mando. Literally, that noise was me bashing this Mando's head on my cabinet, and I don't care. I could throw him down a staircase of hard wood and have him land on like a granite surface, and I would not be afraid of breaking him. He fell over, and I'm terrified his jetpack broke. So yeah. I mostly bought this guy because he's more accurate, and you can have the cape with the jetpack. It's yeah, $30 just for those 2 things, but honestly, it ended up being really awesome. Now, for his accessories, he comes with the Beskar spear, which, what happened to the spear again? Oh, yeah, it got melted down for things, for, like, Grogu's armor. But yeah, it's a spear. It doesn't want to be in focus, because it's so thin. I'm surprised this hasn't snapped the way I just put it in a bag of accessories. I'll attempt to have him hold it, even with the other hand. I don't see how he could have held that. Then you got the darksaber. And yeah, these accessories look pretty bland because I didn't put a sticker on them or paint them. So the darksaber is literally just black plastic, but it looks good. Again, not going into focus, but it's got a lot of nice details and everything. And it looks alright. And I did find a way to put it in his hand. Then you have his big gun that can just disintegrate someone in one shot. It's got color in it because it's multiple pieces, but it looks really nice. You know, I like how it looks. I don't know if I've even tried to make him hold it. Then he comes with a trigger finger hand. And yeah, just imagine the other hand's this, but with a fist. Because I swapped the other hand out for this hand, and I must not have put it... screw it. I must not have put it back. And I lost it. But yeah, here's Mando in his glory, and he's holding 2 accessories. He's holding his pistol and the other hand, which is a hand which I think is made solely to just do this pose, because it has a angled hinge so that you can angle it back like that and have it look like he's about to draw it, which is really cool. Of course you can. No, can you? Oh, I don't know, you might have to wiggle it out. And there you go. He's holding the hand, but yeah, it has that angled hinge. To get the accessories out, you just split it, pull the fingers off. Come on. Gun drops out. Can pop it back in like that. Hopefully you saw that. And to attempt one last time to get in focus, that's what his like hand details look like. And here's his pistol. Looks good. Looks nice. It can go in the holster, but since it's all hard plastic, of course it stays in. It never stays in when I'm recording the video. Stays in perfectly when I'm tapping it. That's great. Yeah. Let's test out the other accessories in the trigger finger hand first. So I'm going to pop it. I got the dark saber. What you want to do is you get that line. This camera doesn't like focusing on like stuff that's like dark black. Like you get that handle part underneath the finger. Get it in and it holds it. Pop it in. And then you got Mando with the dark saber. Ready to accidentally hit himself in the leg because somehow it's heavy. I don't know. I like that he has. I like that he goes from like nothing to being something. I mean, we all love Pedro Pascal. He's the GOAT. And having him have the greatest drip of all time and then give him a dope as hell lightsaber, it just makes him even cooler. And this is the only dark saber I have, sadly. But you know, it looks alright. You know, it's not the best because it's just black. You don't got the like cool like white effect. But you know, the sticker would not have looked better either. But yeah, he looks cool holding it. Okay. Time for the spear. So you can get him holding the spear. Has to be with two hands though, because there's no way that trigger finger hand's holding it. And I don't even know if the other hand would be good. Again, I don't know because I lost it. But yeah, you can get him holding it with both the hands, and it looks pretty cool. It just simply slides out, though. And finally, let's put the gun in his hand, because, you know, he's gonna be shooting people. I also may or may not have just sat here for like a solid minute trying to figure out where I put the gun, just to realize it's in his holster. But yeah, you put it in. And that's great. He's just always gonna be holding his gun, because why not, right? He looks cool, and the gun's not stretching out the fingers, because it's hard plastic. So yeah, he looks nice. He looks really good. This is how I have him posed on my shelf. I just have his arm up like this, getting ready to like shoot someone. This is how I have him on my shelf. And yes, I have him on my shelf because I'm terrified of breaking him. Usually the figures I mess with a lot and love, I don't have on the shelf. I know, right? Completely contradicts most collectors, but I have them sitting with a bunch of figures that I like, and I'll constantly go and grab them. My logic is, I don't want to constantly have to pose them and make sure they're balanced on a shelf, just for me to pick them up, like, the next day and have to do that all over again. The figures I don't touch as much, or got replacements for, I'll put on the shelf. I'll do a room tour eventually. But yeah, this is nice. Now let's talk about Mando. Because, man, this is a great figure. Proportionally, he looks the best. Because if we bring in the Black Series Mando, he's got a lot of proportion issues. Number one, none of the armor seems to look right. Like, all the armor sitting on him right now, it's the correct size, the correct shape. Shoulder pads are off. Chest, I think, is too small. These, I don't think, are shaped perfectly. I'd rather that all be silver. I'd rather new legs in general. The helmet is not accurate at all, although this one does have a bit of charm. So it's like, it's so outdated and everything. And I think it just retooled the original Mando figure, which they specified this as Beskar. What was he wearing before? I thought that was Beskar too, so I don't know. But yeah, the only downside to this guy is that you need to be a bit more careful with him, because he's all hard plastic. As for this one, you can just throw him around. So yeah, in between these is probably the perfect one. So if there's a Mafex, then that's probably the perfect one. I don't know. Or an SH Figure Arts, because I think they're both Bandai, but this one's a model kit. Now, next thing I'm going to mention, I know this is going to contradict, again, everything I've said before, how I always say how I hate soft goods on this scale. I'd rather it all be plastic. I'm going to say I did buy this guy because he has a cloth cape. Because the cloth cape works for the jetpack. Like, the other one's jetpack didn't work because the cape wasn't sculpted for it. So then, if you wanted him with the jetpack, you had to take the cape off. But this one, you can have them both together. Here's where I modified it. You can't have the cape under the jetpack like this. It has to go, like, around, kind of like how the cloth for the Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett Black Series is. But I cut a line in the middle of it, and then put the jetpack through, so that way I can just have the cape come all the way through, drift down like that naturally, but have the jetpack on the back. That also means I don't think I can ever put this gun on his back, because you can store the gun on the back, and I think the spear, too. I think I tried that when I got him out the box. Didn't work. Oh, I just broke the gun. Oh no. Oh no, wait. I just pulled something out. I can fix that. I'm gonna fix that after the video. It's too much. But yeah, I love this Mando. Getting a close look on that head sculpt is perfect. That is Mando's helmet through and through. It looks great. We're going to fly through the details because I feel like you understand the Mando design, and also because this video is getting long. He does have the little, was it the Mudhorn insignia? Sorry if I called that something wrong. Mando hasn't aired in 2 years, okay? Cut me some slack. But yeah, it sits beautifully and does have a bit of articulation. Come down to the gauntlets, they look nice. Other arm, if it gets in focus, looks pretty good too. Got his little rockets there and his whistling birds or whatever they're called. I forget what they're called. Definitely need to catch up on some Mando. They got the chest plate with the strap going on. Again, no paint on him. I honestly don't care. Come on, you think a sticker of that size with my shaky hands is gonna work out well? Yeah, no, it's not. But yeah, it looks great. And come down to his belt, looks great. Got the holster coming down, blue things there. Got his thigh plates and his boots with, I think that's just the same kind of ammo, but at least it's silver this time. And a little pocket there. Here's the back. Not a lot going on. I think that's the butt plate, but it's a sticker. But I mean, come on. You never see it. You never see this. Then finally, I don't know if I showed it off yet, but his jetpack, which looks really good, and miles better than the Black Series one because that's just ugly gray plastic. Also, yeah, the way they have the cape, it sits on is over like here really well, and it looks really good. I don't know, I just love that. But you have to be, another reason why I cut the hole in the cape is because I did have it positioned nicely, but it would always get messed up and then it would bunch up here a bit. So yeah. If you don't plan on ever taking the jetpack off, then I advise just, like I said, cut a little line to where the points for the jetpack enter, cut it there, pull it back, put the jetpack on, and it will look really good. But yeah, articulation-wise, it's got a ball joint at the top of the head and at the base of the neck. Can look up decently for a flying pose. Can look down alright. Another train? I can't win. I can't. Two trains, bro. I think there was a third, but it was a lot more quiet. But yeah, rotates pretty well. Has a bit of bob. Arm rotates 360. Did I break it? I don't know. I'm scared. I don't want to be doing too much to the joints. You can pull the arm out that far because he does have like a butterfly type joint, which is nice. Then the shoulder pad moves. Double jointed elbow. It works better on this arm for some reason. And I think there's rotation, but I don't like moving it a whole lot. Trying not to mess everything up. Then you got like a rotation and like kind of a ball joint there. A diaphragm joint at the top and the bottom. That one likes to gap a bit. I think drop down legs, which is nice. It can kind of go out decently. Thigh rotation. Double jointed knee. Then a hinge up and down rotation and a rocker. You know, being very wary with it though, because, you know, I'm terrified of breaking it. But he can get some really good articulation. He's got to be careful because it's a little fiddly sometimes. But yeah, it's really nice. Now for some comparisons. Here he is next to a Marvel Legends and a DC figure. Don't know why I brought the DC figure out this time, but yeah. He's actually got some decent height. He's a bit taller than Black Series, which is nice, because Black Series I feel like are underscaled a bit. Then, Halo figure and a Voyager class Transformer. You can hear the train in the back, just ignore it. Then for some Black Series Mando comparisons, Bo-Katan and the Death Watch Mando. Boba Fett, I don't got the Book of Boba Fett one. And then finally, Din Djarin. You can see the difference in scale. Personally, I prefer this one's scale. Oh, and finally, because you can't forget it, Grogu. Yeah, this Grogu's so small. I forgot I had him because I keep him in the box. Box kind of destroyed, but I keep him in the box. I think this was $10. But, like, I keep him in the box so I don't lose him or his accessories. But yeah, they look great together. This is a dope Mando figure. Can't wait to watch Season 3. I know it's already out, but again, haven't watched it yet. Can't wait to see how it goes out. Man, heard there's going to be... The script for Season 4 is already being written, bro. It's hype. Love Mando. Can't wait to see more of them. Hopefully we get a new Black Series. And yeah, that's about it. Would I recommend buying this guy? Honestly, I would. If you don't mind building him, it took a couple hours. I'd say maybe 3 hours. Get a good playlist on. It's basically building a Lego set. Do have to be careful with him, though. There are some parts that are a bit fiddly, and I'm worried I'm going to break him. But he looks great, and if you get the articulation working really well, it looks great. And personally, it looks and poses miles better than this guy. By far. And if you were to paint this guy up, I bet he would look phenomenal. That's just not me, though. So yeah, that's about it. I definitely recommend picking him up. Unless they make a new Black Series Mando that looks exactly like this, then I would say don't buy this because the Black Series might be cheaper. Not by much, though. And it'd be a lot more sturdy. But still, this is a great figure to get. Honestly, I really like it. So, yeah, go check out my previous reviews, like, subscribe, yeah, I got a lot of Star Wars reviews going on right now. I say that like I don't only have one other Star Wars figure, but yeah, the previous one was a Clone Trooper. Don't worry, we're gonna get some Marvel stuff out. I do have a custom project, which I mentioned last video, but I finished it, and it will probably be the next video. It's Ant-Man related. If you follow me on Instagram, MoonKnightXO, you already know what it is, and you can watch me a step-by-step process of me making it, and a lot of other stuff on Instagram, so go check that out. Yeah, sorry for the very long break between videos. I think it was like 10 days. I didn't mean to. I'm lazy. I've also been doing a lot of stuff, like I said, the custom and all that. And another thing which I will be posting the same day this video drops on my Instagram. You can check that out. So yeah, that's about it. Love this guy so much. Love Pedro Pascal and all his roles as being a adopted father of a random child he's just happened to come across, and then they go on a journey, you know, trying to get them to a place, but I bet you in the end, they become family and they'll stay together. I pretty much probably just summed up The Mandalorian and The Last of Us, both peak shows, probably because they have a Daddy Mando in them. And yeah, that's about it. And this is the way. That's probably the best one. Man, that arm articulation is clean, and that head articulation. Whew. He's looking. From my point of view, it looks good, but since the camera's a bit lower, it looks like he's being like, "Why, God? Quit giving me all these kids!" Okay, goodbye.